Hi Sagittarius, this is your May 16th through May 22nd weekly tarot reading. I do 5 separate spreads in my weekly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll see what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week. We have the Eight of Swords clarified by the Hermit. We have the Knight of Wands clarified by the Fool. We have the World. In the potential outcome, we have the Ten of Cups with the Empress and Justice, and we also have the Tower on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a fellow fire sign, Aries, Leo, or not a Sagittarius. You could also be dealing with the Libra, or pretty much any zodiac sign. This is a general reading. I like it. I like it a lot, Sagittarius. Right from the get-go, I'm going to tell you I'm not going to do an extended. Let's talk about the potential outcome right away. Right? So I'll explain why I'm not going to do the extended for you. In the potential outcome, we have the Ten of Cups with the Empress and Justice. 2 major arcana cards and a commitment and marriage card. Right? Whenever cards like that come out in the potential outcome, it's not really a potential, Sagittarius. So, right? The Ten of Cups is a card of a commitment or marriage. It's a family card. That card is often called the happily ever after card. It's one of the best cards when it comes to emotionally fulfilling relationships or marriages. If having children is still an option for you, the two of you could definitely have children together. Speaking of children, the next card that came out is the Empress. That card often comes through as a mother figure. So again, if having children is still an option for you, yep, you may definitely have some. Right? But the Empress also comes through as a wife or a future significant other figure. And in general, the Empress is one of the most positive cards in the deck. The Empress is abundance in its purest form, and the Empress in my spreads usually is a sign from above or a stamp of approval, so to speak, for a connection to move forward. Justice right next to the deck, like I said, it could be a Libra you're dealing with, but Justice could be the legal system. And what I mean by that, it could be an actual place where people get married, like a chapel, or it could be a person who's got the authority to officiate weddings. So it could be a minister, a clerk, or whoever is available, I guess. Whoever's got the license, whoever's got the authority to do that. So with cards like that in the potential outcome, with the 2 major arcana cards and the happily ever after card, yep, Sagittarius, you're definitely going to be committing to this person. So let's talk about the beginning, right? And how it's going to play out is going to be a little bit different for some of you. Scenario number 1, this person is going to be shocked when they meet you, or in case they've already met you, they're going to be shocked, right? It's going to be a shock for them, right? And they're going to be thinking a lot before making their move. It's like they're going to think about it, they're going to overthink it, they're going to do a lot of soul searching, and the best solution they're going to come up with, they'll just say, you know what, it's either now or never. I got to make an offer to the Sagittarius, I got to let them know how I feel, and then we'll just see what happens. So they will kind of be at your mercy, because this person can't take it anymore, and perhaps they thought of different ways to approach you, they thought of different ways to, kind of impress you, and the best way they came up with was just to let you know, just to tell you straight up, and offer you to take that leap of faith, right, together with them. For others of you, you could be dealing with somebody who is a social butterfly, or perhaps they could have been a little bit of a player, right? And for you, they're going to be putting that to end for you, because you're so amazing, because they're going to be falling for you so hard. For you, they're going to change themselves. They're going to put their social or butterfly or player ways behind them and commit to you. It's still going to be a major transformation, a major shock for them, right? So yeah, the Tower on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. I think this is what's happening in that person's head, in that person's life. The Tower is a card of something that happens unexpectedly, but at the same time, the Tower could be something that falls apart. And what falls apart for this person is either their way of life, their lifestyle. Like I said, if they are a social butterfly, if they go to every single party, if they're here and there all the time, then they're going to be putting that to end for you, right? For others of you, this is still a shock for them. Perhaps they never thought that they will ever fall for anybody. You know how there's people like that. They're all not, it would be somebody who would always say, oh, no, I'll never get married. And once they've met you, Sagittarius, it's going to be a complete 180 for this person. They're going to change their life for you, right? They're definitely coming towards you. So the Eight of Swords clarified by the Hermit, those two cards, this is them rethinking their life, if they are a social butterfly, or this is them kind of trying to figure out the best way to reach out to you, the best way to approach you. The Hermit, by the way, is the personal Virgo card. You could be dealing with a Virgo. But for most of you, the Hermit with the Eight of Swords, this is the thought process, a very deep thought process. A transformation of some sort that's happening inside this person's head. And here they come with the Knight of Wands and the Fool, clarifying it. You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or perhaps they were very fiery and passionate. They were kind of a player. They were a social butterfly. And with the Fool card, this is either, depending on the situation, them deciding to just let you know how they feel and the hope for the best, or this is them letting go of the Knight of Wands energy, right? So they're getting serious, they're getting more down to earth, right? The World card in the middle is my happy end card. So this is a new chapter for both of you. Or this is them putting their player ways behind them and wanting to be with you, wanting to settle down with you, wanting to start a family with you, right? So either way, like I said, in the potential outcome with cards like that, it's not really a potential. I do see the two of you taking it to the next level at some point in the future, right? I'm not going to do an extended. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Sagittarius, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Lovers, we have the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Two of Pentacles, we have the Page of Wands, and we also have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Cancer. This spread in almost its all entirety talks about a decision or a choice you guys will have to make, right? The Lovers is the personal Gemini card, but it is a card of a choice. The Six of Pentacles, the next card over, could be a card of a choice, right? Deciding between two different options. And the Two of Pentacles, clarifying it, is definitely a card of a choice, weighing all pros and cons, right? You could be deciding about a new car, right? The Chariot on the bottom of the deck, it's a personal Cancer card, but it could also be a card of a vehicle. So you could be deciding to buy a new car and you're picking among different makes and models. The Chariot could also be a card of going somewhere. You could be deciding on your next vacation destination. Perhaps somebody offered you guys to go somewhere together with a group of people or another couple, right? So this is what you're trying to decide, right? And it doesn't have to be, those are just two examples, right? It could be anything. But with the Page of Wands right next to the deck, this is your decision. So you're going to be messaging or reaching out and letting them know what your decision is, what choice you have selected with that Page of Wands. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Sagittarius, this week. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. Also, keep in mind, we are now in Mercury retrograde. This is when more exes than usual could resurface. And yet another thing to keep in mind is that we'll have lunar eclipse on the 15th, I think. And it's going to be in Scorpio, so it could be very emotional for some of this. And together with the Mercury retrograde, emotional excess could pop up, or you could feel emotional about somebody from your past. Anyway, we've got the Six of Cups clarified by the Six of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords, and we also have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or a Taurus. So we do have a couple here, the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords. You can assign the roles as you wish. You could be the King of Wands, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. You could be the Queen of Swords, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. The King of Wands is your sign, but again, you could be dealing with another fire sign. You could be embracing the Queen of Swords. In this case, the Queen of Swords is somebody who's seen it all, somebody who knows what's up, and somebody who can smell bullshit from a mile away. That's the Queen of Swords for you. right? And I often clarify both the king and the queen if they come out in the same spread, especially one after another, but I didn't, because on the bottom of the deck we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the personal Taurus card, but the Hierophant, if you want to stay general, then this is a card of something traditional, like a committed relationship or marriage, right? And the Six of Cups, the first card that came out, this is a card of somebody coming back from the past, and it's also a soulmate card. I clarified that. And the Six of Pentacles came out. The Six of Pentacles is a card of an equal give and take. Very balanced out type of a connection. So if your connection in the past was off balance, if they were breadcrumbing you, balance will be restored. There will not be any more breadcrumbing, and with the Hierophant, I believe you guys are going to be reconciling. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Sagittarius. This week we have the High Priestess, we have the Emperor, clarified by the Page of Swords, we have the Devil, clarified by the Six of Swords, and we also have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries or a Capricorn or a Leo. This spread could be interpreted in so many different ways. So many different ways. But the message that comes through the most is you are either getting fed up with your existing job for any reason, and you're deciding to step up and move on. Okay? For others of you, it's like you are putting your foot down. Right? And if they were overworking you, you're going to tell them, you know what, I'm not going to do all those extra hours anymore because I've got something called life. Right? So the message, that's the message that comes through the most. You're definitely putting your foot down. And for some of you, you're leaving, and for others of you, you're saying no more. Right? The High Priestess, the first card that came out. That card is your own intuition or something hidden, something you're not aware of. So perhaps your own intuition is finally kicking in, and it's like you're starting to resist what's going on, right? It's like you've had enough, right? And with the High Priestess, perhaps you've been thinking about making a move or doing something about it, but not letting anybody know, right? The Emperor, clarified by the Page of Swords, I think that's you. You are embracing the energy of the Emperor. You're stepping up. You're taking control, right? And with the Page of Swords, this is either you looking for a new job, or with the Page of Swords, this is like an ultimatum. This is a message coming from you to your employer or to your supervisor, right? What's in the message? We have the Devil, clarified by the Six of Swords. The Devil, in this case, I think this is the way you're feeling about your existing job. You really feel that this is a toxic work environment, or you think this is a dead-end job. You feel like you're literally chained down to your desk, burning the midnight oil, overworking yourself, burning yourself out. And with the Six of Swords clarifying it, this is either you deciding to completely leave that and move on, find a new job, and that's why you're looking for a new job with the Page of Swords, or you are kind of letting know your employer that, you know what, that's it. I'm not going to be working those extra hours. I'm not going to be doing a job of 2 or 3 people. I'm done with it. Right? That you're letting them know that. And the Sun on the bottom of the deck is a card of clarity. So this week it's like an epiphany. You're getting crystal clear that whatever's been going on with your work environment has been very bad for you. Right? And the Sun is also the happiest card in the deck. So you're doing what's good for you, what makes you happy. Alright, so that's what I have here. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen, Sagittarius, this week. We have the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Wands. We have the Two of Cups. And then we have the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Four of Cups. And we also have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. What you're not expecting is somebody here is going to reach out to you and make you a very inappropriate offer. It could be an offer to get busy behind closed doors, if you know what I mean. Or it could be an offer to do something illegal. And perhaps they are not telling you it is illegal. And your response is going to be absolutely not. So the Seven of Swords, the first card that came out, is a card of a cheater. This is a card of a deception. This is a card of a liar. This is a card of somebody who sneaks around. The Magician on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right, it's that same person we see in the Seven of Swords. The Magician is not a bad card unless it is either clarified by or surrounded by particular cards, and the Seven of Swords is definitely one of those cards. And in this case, the Magician becomes a trickster, a liar, an illusionist, somebody who is going to try to trick you, to lure you into something bad or illegal. So the Seven of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication. They could be talking, calling you, emailing you, messaging you, or they'll just talk to you, right? And the Two of Cups, right there, right next to the Seven of Swords. This is either a card of a partnership. When it comes to work, business, and finances, this card is my handshake card. Or perhaps this person is kind of like tricking you into believing that they have deep feelings for you, right? And with the Nine of Wands clarified by the Four of Cups, right next to the deck, this is you rejecting that flat out. The Nine of Wands, this is a card of you saying, you know what, no. This is a card of somebody who puts up a wall between themselves and the person they're dealing with. This is also a card of a wounded warrior, so perhaps this person unfortunately tricked you in the past, but they're not gonna get away with it now, right? And the Four of Cups clarifying the Nine of Wands, this is a card of a rejection. So no matter what the nature of this offer is, love or work, business, finances, you're definitely rejecting it because it's either illegal or this is something you don't want to do. Okay? Cool. And that's what I have for you, Sagittarius, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Sagittarius, have an amazing week. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.